The playoff journey continues. Welcome to postseason basketball coverage on KLGA and KLGZ, presented by your Edward Jones representatives, Bruce Keith, Jerry Sokup, Mackenzie Jorgensen, and Brady Ross, featuring the Bishop Garrigan Golden Bears.
We've never seen a team like this before, ladies and gentlemen. After all this time, Bishop Garrigan is still golden. Bishop Garrigan has finally slain the Newell Fonda Dragon. Your Golden Bears are state champions for the second year in a row. Bartolo, deep heave. Oh, she hit it from just inside of half court. That is unreal. That is unreal. Are you kidding me? Right side to Montag, releases a tray, rattles it in. Zoe Montag is a huge shot, and Garrigan's up by 5. Three-pointer is blocked at the buzzer, and that's it. After coming so close the past 2 years, Bishop Garrigan has finally won it all.
Video streaming on the Algona Radio YouTube channel is brought to you by Algona Municipal Utilities, community owned for community benefit. Kemna Auto Center, where it's not just about the car, it's about the care. Iowa State Bank, helping people succeed. PMC Advantage Insurance Services, having the advantage makes all the difference. And Algona Frame and Auto Body, we meet by accident. Now, here's Hometown and Home Country Radio Sports Director, Tyler Lance.
For the final time from Bishop Garrigan High School, the Golden Bears will head to their home hardwood and take on the Harris Lake Park Wolves tonight. It's postseason action, Class 1A, Region 4 semifinal, as the Golden Bears head to their home hardwood for the final time this year. If they win tonight, it's on to a neutral site after this for the regional final. If they lose tonight, the season comes to an end, as the Golden Bears bring a 20-3 overall record into this one, taking on the 19-4 Harris Lake Park Wolves, a team that's had a magical season up to this point and has set their program record for wins in a single season and trying to do the unthinkable and stop Bishop Garrigan prior to Wells Fargo Arena. Good evening, everyone. Tyler Lance with you tonight on KLGA 92.7 and the Algona Radio YouTube stream. Another great matchup here coming up tonight for the Bishop Garrigan Golden Bears. They're ranked number 4 in the state and looking to go back to Wells Fargo Arena for the 6th year in a row, and they are 2 steps away from that tonight. And then if they win tonight, they play again on Wednesday against the winner of St. Ansgar and Newman Catholic. But this Harris Lake Park team has had a magical season up to this point. They've won close game after close game, an overtime postseason win in their most recent game as they knocked off George Little Rock in OT, and that magical run continues here tonight from Bishop Garrigan High School as they take on the Golden Bears. We'll get to both head coaches and get their thoughts. Head coach Jared Ray of Harris Lake Park up first, and head coach Brandon Schwab of Bishop Garrigan after that. We'll get to it after this PSA message from the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union.
The Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union encourages positive behavior.
Pride, respect, leadership, and sportsmanship on the court and in the stands.
Remember what a great privilege it is to see your team compete.
Thank you for your attendance. Enjoy the game.
And enjoy the game.
And regional semifinal action continues tonight on Hometown Radio KLGA as the Bishop Garrigan Golden Bears take on the Harris Lake Park Wolves. And we're joined right now by HLP head coach Jared Ray. Coach, first of all, thank you so much for giving us some time in the pregame show today.
Yeah, thanks for having me on, Taylor.
Let's begin, Coach, by talking about the postseason up to this point. A couple of very hard-fought wins for the Wolves. So take me through those first 2 games and some of the big keys you felt were important in those 2.
Yeah, I mean, obviously in our first game against South O'Brien, we shot 12 for 63 from the field. You're not going to win many of those games, but our defense really played well, and we're able to turn them over enough and score enough in transition to squeak that one out. And then in our second round game against George Little Rock, we split with them during the regular season. We knew it was going to be a battle, really evenly matched with them. And, we just we were resilient, hit some big shots throughout the game to kind of go back and forth. The leads changed quite a bit between the 2 teams. But in overtime, our defense really stepped up and only gave up 2 points in the 4-minute overtime and just kind of salted away at the end. But it was that was a really good game for us. I was really impressed by our kids, just how, like I said, how resilient they were and just the fight they showed during that overtime period.
And, Coach, with a couple of postseason wins under your belt, you now have 19 wins this season, which is the HLP single-season record for wins for that girls' basketball program. What do you feel separates this year's group?
Yeah, I just think, we got a really good group of, athletic kids right now that, they really get along. They're a true team. They play harder than any group that I've ever coached, and it's just, it's just a testament to their character and their willingness to play for each other. We don't really have individuals looking out for their own stats, and they're just a joy to coach. That they just keep their nose down and keep fighting. We talk all the time about not paying attention to the scoreboard. Let me do that, and you guys just play. And they do that. They like I said, they play their tails off for each other.
Well, Coach, last season the team had a 6-15 record, and sometimes when teams are taking a big step like you guys are taking this year, there's a bit of a transition process and a bit of a learning how to win process. So what did that process of learning how to win games, especially close games like you guys had in the first 2 postseason rounds, look like?
Yeah, I would say, most of our games this season have been a lot like that. I mean, the season's aged me, but it hasn't aged me as much as it would have if we fell on the other side of the result. But having 19 wins this year, I mean, I know nobody thought we were going to get there. I think that people, we probably internally would have been happy if we would have had a winning record above 500. But this group, just in close games, we just always found a way to win. And I don't know. Like I said earlier, it just says a lot about this team's character. And last year, a lot of these close games, I know we would have come out on the other side of them. So, this team's definitely grown.
We're talking right now of Harris Lake Park head coach Jared Ray. Coach, tonight, regional semifinal action as you guys travel to Bishop Garrigan. What has stood out to you so far looking at the tape of Bishop Garrigan heading into this one?
They're athletic kids. They play hard. Obviously, Coach Schwab does a great job with them. They've got great tradition and have had a lot of success lately. They're kind of where we would like to be as a program someday. So we know it's going to be a challenge tonight. They've got the Eastman girl on the inside that's a tough matchup for us, a tough matchup for anyone. And, they've got some quick guards out there. And, we're going to have to find a way to take care of the basketball because their defensive pressure is really impressive.
And, Coach, as you kind of referenced right there, one aspect that's always difficult to playing against Bishop Garrigan is the press that they're able to put on. So how do you go about approaching that offensively when they try to full-court press?
We just have to be mindful with what we're doing with the ball. I mean, we've got to really take care of the ball and value every possession. We're a pretty young group. We've got one senior that plays and one junior, for the most part, that plays for us, and the rest are sophomores. So, they've got a lot of experience, but until you're in the moment, especially the deeper run you make in the playoffs, the pressure builds up a little bit. And it'll be interesting to see how we handle that pressure, but until we get in there, we really don't know how it's gonna go because in practice it's virtually impossible to really try to replicate that or practice against that kind of speed. So we've got a good group that's excited to be here, and I know that we're going to go out and just kind of give it our all and hopefully take our game plan and execute it.
Coach, along those same lines, as we wrap up, what do you see as the number one key for a Harris Lake Park victory in this game?
Taking care of the basketball and rebounding. We shot and shooting the ball well. Obviously, we did shoot the ball well against Georgia Little Rock. We're going to need to continue that, but rebounding, we've struggled with that in the last few weeks, and we're going to need to rebound and really take care of the ball. If we can limit their transition baskets, I think we'll have a chance to be in the game and have a chance at the end. If we don't take care of the basketball, it's going to be a long night for us. So it's all about valuing each possession and just trying to make them score in the half court rather than transition.
Coach, going to be a great environment tonight as Bishop Garrigan takes on Harris Lake Park. We thank you for the time today and wish you best of luck against the Golden Bears.
Thanks, Tyler. Appreciate it.
Harris Lake Park head coach Jared Ray with his pregame thoughts. When we come back, Bishop Garrigan head coach Brandon Schwab joins us on the pregame on 92.7 KLGA and the Algona Radio YouTube channel.
The definition of sportsmanship is the quality of showing fairness.
Respect and generosity towards the opposing team and officials.
The things you say and do are a direct reflection of your school and community.
Please stay positive and enjoy the game.
And enjoy the game.
Enjoy the game.
Our pregame continues right now on Hometown Radio KLGA as it's regional semifinal basketball between the Bishop Garrigan Golden Bears and Harris Lake Park Wolves. And we're joined once again by Bishop Garrigan head coach Brandon Schwab. Coach, it's always great to talk to you today. Thank you so much for joining us.
Absolutely.
Well, Coach, let's go back to the last round of the playoffs as you guys took care of business at home with a win over GTRA. And going into the game, you talked about the challenges that GTRA presented. You said it was one of the tougher second-round matches that you guys have seen in the recent years, but you guys took care of business and won that game 68-34. What did you feel a couple of the biggest keys to that one were?
I thought we were really good in our transition defense and really made things hard out of getting open threes. I really thought our defense stayed to a game plan and really made them hard, chasing them off the three-point arc because they have very good guards. And I just thought the kids really locked in on the defensive end and made things tough on them all night.
Well, Coach, now it's on to the next round of the postseason as you guys take on Harris Lake Park, and we'll look more specifically at them here in just a second. But I wanted to start with this. Obviously, it's the last game at home for Bishop Garrigan because if the Golden Bears win tonight, it'll be on to the regional final at a neutral site. With that being said, it should be a great environment, a packed crowd here on a Friday night, and a postseason intensity. There's certainly a lot of pressure on the team trying to get to Wells Fargo Arena and contend for a state title. But with that being said, are environments like this still a lot of fun? Even amongst the pressures, the team's still able to sort of, step back and enjoy this sort of moment?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, our kids are excited for tonight. I know Harris Lake is bringing a few pet buses of kids. It's going to be a fun environment, and our players love to be in these packed gym environments. I mean, they've been in a lot of big games before, and we're excited, and we really love a packed gym, and we really love the other team being loud, and our kids thrive off that. So we're excited about last home game of the season, and we'll be ready to play. We'll be ready to play. We'll be ready to compete in a fun environment, and our kids are excited for sure.
Well, Coach, we talked going into that GTRA game about the youth on the Titans, and maybe some of the same things could be said about Harris Lake Park. They're sort of at a point in their program where they haven't been necessarily this far in the past. They've set their record for wins in a season, and now they're on to the third round of the playoffs facing you guys. When you're facing a young team like Harris Lake Park that maybe doesn't have as much experience in this situation, how do you sort of create chaos and disrupt those young players?
Well, I think it's important we get off to a good start. I think it's important in the first quarter when nerves are still in their bellies that we get after them early. I think we need to set that tone on the defensive end early, get out and really run the floor and show the pace and the intensity of our defense in the first 3 minutes of the game. I think that's going to be key tonight, and that's going to be a message in the locker room that I want to win the first 3 minutes of the game, and I want to get out and really put pressure on them running the floor and make it a track meet early for sure.
And, Coach, you mentioned last night in a response as well, getting out and running and making it a track meet. What are some specifics you're looking for from the transition offense tonight to really put the pressure on Harris Lake Park?
Well, first three steps. We talked in practice a lot. The first three steps in transition are the most important. When we see our secure a rebound, those first three steps of getting out and winning those first three steps down the court are important tonight. And that and our defensive talk, intensity, and, just playing with on-the-court energy. I want our bench energy to be huge. I want our on-the-court. I want our kids celebrating big plays. I want, a lot of chest bumps and things like that tonight. I mean, we've got to bring the energy off the bench. We've got to bring the energy on the court all night long.
And, Coach, we also talked previously about the fact that Harris Lake Park does have some good length in their lineup. So when it comes to dealing with that, what do you need to see?
Well, we need to make sure we get him to go one and done. We're not going to grow any between, right now and game time, and they're going to be taller than us. And outside of Graceland, they're taller than us on every single position. So it's going to be attention to detail, making sure we just don't get in a jumping match with them, that we make sure we're in good position and we're going to get the ball. Don't let the ball come to us. Go get the ball on the rebounds because we've got to go get it at the highest point and not wait for it to come to us, and else they're going to be out-rebounding us, and we can't get out-rebounded tonight. We've got to make sure we're tougher on the boards than they are.
Well, Coach, wrapping up the interview, I kind of want to go in a little different direction here. One of the storylines of this team is the fact that you may not have a lot of seniors, but you do have a lot of experience, obviously years after years of going to Wells Fargo Arena, but you do have one senior of Zoe Montag on the team about to play her last home game. How big is having someone like Montag, who has kind of seen it all in her 4 years at Bishop Garrigan, going into a game like this to really serve as a steadying presence for the group?
Well, Zoe's been to state her first 3 years, and her goal is to finish 4 for 4. And Zoe's playing terrific team basketball right now on the defensive end, and she's a steady senior. I know it's one senior, and but she's done a terrific job of buying into a role this year and really being a good locker room person for us. And we definitely want to send Zoe off on her last game at Bishop Garrigan with a win. And our kids are committed to that and excited for the challenge. We've got experience in this game. We've been in big games before, and we're excited for the challenge of another big game tonight. And it's just another basketball game, and they're standing in our way of getting ourselves back to a regional final. And our kids are motivated to make sure we get back there.
Coach, thank you so much for joining today, and best of luck in tonight's game against Harris Lake Park.
All right, appreciate it.
Bishop Garrigan head coach Brandon Schwab here on the pregame show. When we come back, tip-off between the Bishop Garrigan Golden Bears and Harris Lake Park Wolves on Hometown Radio KLGA and at the Algona Radio YouTube stream.
When you need cash on the go, there's no need to pay a surcharge fee with MoneyPass. Iowa State Bank is proud to be part of the MoneyPass network of surcharge-free ATMs found nationwide. Look for the green and blue MoneyPass symbol on over 32,000 ATMs across the nation. Or find an ATM near your vacation spot or travel destination at MoneyPass.com. MoneyPass, another way that Iowa State Bank helps people succeed. Member FDIC.
What does it mean to be rich? Maybe it's less about reaching a magic number and more about discovering the magic in life. Hi, I'm Edward Jones financial advisor Jerry Sokup. Count on me for financial strategies that can help support a life you love. Because the key to being rich is knowing what counts. Contact me at 515-295-7766 and let's find your rich. Along with Bruce Keith, Brady Ross, and Mackenzie Jorgensen, we are your local Edward Jones financial advisors. Member SIPC.
Having the advantage makes all the difference. At PMC Advantage Insurance Services, we give you the advantage. We offer insurance coverage for your auto, home, farm, crop hail, commercial, life, individual or group health, and bonds and annuities. We are here to make sure you and your belongings are properly covered. We have over 50 companies offering insurance in all 50 states. Our offices are conveniently located in Algona, Burt, Corwith, Garner, Sway City, and West Bend. You can also find us at our website, pmca.agency, or call 515-295-9433. Stop by one of our offices today and see what we can do for you. PMC Advantage Insurance Services, a Pharmacist Mutual Insurance Company.
Steyr Ag is proud to be leading the farm community with top quality service and products. We work hard to support our customers with innovative solutions to increase your yields. You can count on Steyr Ag to provide the highest quality products that will achieve the highest quality results. Here at Steyr Ag, we offer channel seed and the best channel seedsman in the area, Mr. Eric Goodman. We work with all the major chem companies to bring you the best weed control package with the lowest cost. We also offer precise aerial and ground application with the best applicators to ensure an accurate and quality application. Let Steyr Ag show you the true potential of your farm.
Kasuth Regional Health Center is your home for recovery care. I'm occupational therapist Ben Krause, ready to help you with recovery care. We work with a wide range of patients, helping them get back to the tasks of daily living and doing the things they want to do. Come home to recover with Kasuth Regional Health Center. Find us online at krhc.com or call 295-2451.
Kasuth Regional Health Center, your home for health care.
It's time to meet the starting lineup for the Bishop Garrigan Golden Bears.
Madeline Tigas, freshman, number 21.
Tigas on the backside, lays it up and in.
Zoe Montag, senior, number 22.
Golden Bears rotate around. Montag with the hard head fake. She'll drive in. The C's part and Montag scores.
Seisha Alish, junior, number 24.
4 on the shot clock. Alish, a deep triple on the way. She banks it in. That's how you know it's your night, ladies and gents.
Emmy Bartolo, junior, number 10.
Bartolo from way downtown. The silencer! Emmy Bartolo with the answer again.
Graceland Eastman, sophomore, number 15.
Kicks down Eastman. Eastman a tray. Eastman knocks it down. First career three-pointer by Graceland Eastman. Tip-off of your game is coming up next on Hometown and Home Country Radio. The starting lineup for the Class 1A, number 4 ranked Bishop Garrigan Golden Bears and head coach Brandon Schwab. Meanwhile, for the 19-4 Harris Lake Park Wolves and head coach Jared Ray, it'll be the 5'9 senior Kendall Niemeyer, the 5'10 sophomore Gracie Gunderson, 5'8 sophomore Peyton Reverts, 5'3 sophomore Sydney Ray, and 5'10 junior Lily Gunderson. Bishop Garrigan and Harris Lake Park on the Class 1A Region 4 semifinal. A packed house here tonight from Bishop Garrigan. Golden Bears in the home whites, the black BGHS on the front, black numerals front and back outlined in gold. Harris Lake Park in the royal blue road uniforms, white wolves on the front, and white numerals front and back of the uniform. At midcourt, it's Niemeyer and Eastman. Eastman controls the opening tap, and we are underway from Bishop Garrigan High School in regional semifinal action. Bishop Garrigan at the opening possession. Allish cues up a three. It's a little bit too strong, and rebound fought for and controlled by Niemeyer in the paint. Harris Lake Park, they're scoring 46 points per game. They're allowing 39.9. Bishop Garrigan, the number 2 scoring offense in Class 1A at 63.4 points per game, allowing just under 39 points. Wolves have the ball, working on the right side of the court. Montag knocks away the entry pass in the lane as it's deflected into the corner. Now it's Ray out on the wing for Harris Lake Park, takes it around to the left, skids the pass over to Gunderson. Gunderson looking inside to Niemeyer, ball got knocked away and Allish takes it, but that's stolen right back by Gunderson. Gunderson feeds Ray. Ray had her shot rejected out of bounds. It'll be kept by Harris Lake Park as Takis stayed vertical in front of a 5'3" Ray driving in that time. Harris Lake Park and Bishop Garrigan taking different paths to get here. Harris Lake Park playing a ton of close games this year, as you heard Coach Ray talk about in the pregame. Passing to the lane to Niemeyer. Niemeyer fading back. Can't get that shot to drop as the Golden Bears got a handle on it on the way up. Eastman controlling the center of that paint. And here comes Montag into the forecourt for the Golden Bears. Montag delivers the pass right to Allish. Now back up top to Montag. Harris Lake Park in a 2-3 zone right now. Pass goes inside to Eastman, got behind the zone. Eastman leans back. Shot got knocked off its course on its way up. And Harris Lake Park comes out with a loose basketball. Good interior defense on both sides so far as the Wolves have Gunderson at the controls. Gracie Gunderson, the 10-point per game scorer, deals outside to Niemeyer. That catch and shoot three, she splashed it. Beg your pardon, that was Reverts on the three. And it's 3-0 Harris Lake Park. HLP shooting 25.8% on the three-point balls this year. Eastman on the right block, feeds Takis on the left block, and she got hacked and fouled. Great find that time by Eastman. The temptation is to try to take that shot through contact or take that shot through two defenders, but did a great job making that extra pass to Takis on the left side. And the Bishop Garrigan freshman got hacked as she'll shoot 2 free throws. Big crowd, like we said here tonight. Whichever team wins this game will be on to the regional final against the winner of Newman Catholic and St. Ansgar on Wednesday. That'll be at a neutral site for Mason City High School. Well, this game is pretty much a neutral site as well. This is the biggest road crowd here in Bishop Garrigan High School this season. Fan turnout's about 50-50 for both sides as Takis converts on both free throws, and it's 3-2. Here comes the Garrigan press. Gunderson got run into by Eastman, and they let that one go. Garrigan got away for him there, and then they don't get away with this. Gracie Gunderson got tripped up by Stacia Allish that time. Or by Zoe Montag, I beg your pardon, and that'll be a foul against Bishop Garrigan. Their first. 3-2 Harris Lake Park. Ball in out to Gracie Gunderson. Hands off to Niemeyer. Niemeyer rising from the lane. Niemeyer cashes in the jumper. 5-2 Harris Lake Park. Wolves looking relatively calm shooting the jumpers early on in this game. Allish collects the ball on the near side, takes a couple dribbles and slings it over onto the wing to Bartolo. Looking underneath for Takis. Pass got knocked away, deflected, and taken by Reverts. Reverts able to steal that one for Harris Lake Park as the Golden Bears try to settle in offensively. Ray comes across half court. Ray taking it to the foul line, lost control of the basketball, and Bartolo peels it off the deck for Bishop Garrigan. The Golden Bear Jr. comes the other direction, averaging 9.5 points per game, deals out to Montag. She'll catch, she'll release, ring up the three-point ball. We are tied at 5. Zoe Montag, her first long-distance shot of the night. The senior playing at her final game from Bishop Garrigan High School. Last time at home for Montag. In the short corner, here's a jumper by Reverts. Can't convert on that one. Gunderson rebound though on the left block. Powers it up and she drew the foul. 2 free throws here for Lily Gunderson. Rebounding could be an area that could be favorable for Harris Lake Park tonight. They do have the size advantage over Bishop Garrigan, starting a couple of 5'10 players and also having a 5'11 player coming off the bench. Lily Gunderson, 59.5% from the foul line this season as we're tied at 5 in quarter number 1. Gunderson first free throw, in and out. At least they tied at 5 with 5:38 on the clock. Harris Lake Park beat South O'Brien 33-25 in the first round, then beat George Little Rock 53-47 in the second round in overtime to advance. Second free throw well short, and a rebound down onto the lap of Gracelyn Eastman. She quickly locates Bartolo, who will weave through a couple of jerseys and bring it into the front court. Bishop Garrigan operates on the left side of the floor right now. Allish on the wing. Looking inside for Eastman, not there, she'll drive. Then she'll find Eastman, middle of the paint, works her way towards the right. Puts that shot high off the window, but that one won't drop. Ray hugging the rebound, Takis getting in there, and she'll force the tie-up. Madeline Takis always scrapping for those loose basketballs. Possession arrow towards Harris Lake Park, but that'll flip the arrow back around for next time. And that will also allow the Golden Bears a chance to set up in this full court press against the Wolves and try to fluster some of these young Wolf ball handlers. Harris Lake Park last season, 6-15, a remarkable turnaround this year to 19-4. The Wolves had 0 seniors on last year's team, so you knew it'd be a step forward, but this has been a massive step. Here's Ray pulling up on the left wing, lets it rip, banked in the 3-point ball. Convenient banking hours here on a Friday night. Who would have guessed? And it's 8-5 Harris Lake Park. Bartolo to the front court, deals to Montag, right side corner. Montag works towards the paint, taking it in, dumps it down to Eastman, takes a hard dribble, powers it up and in. Eastman with a 40. It's 8-7 right now as Bishop Garrigan's down by 1. The sophomore Gunderson flings it up ahead, looking for reverts, takes it for the knockaway, loose basketball, and Montag picks it up. Looks to Olish under the bucket. Olish cherry picking, lays it up and in. 9-8 Bishop Garrigan. The excellent passing continues by the Golden Bears. And there's a foul in the backcourt against the Golden Bears as Olish may have gotten a little overzealous that time. She'll pick up her first personal, and the third team foul on Bishop Garrigan. We're seeing some aggressive play early in this ballgame. For the most part, the officials are letting the teams play, but there have been a couple of plays lately for Bishop Garrigan where they've said, no, we can't let that one go. Sorry, folks. But foul number 3 on Garrigan, foul number 1 on Olish. Olish will guard the inbounds pass as Niemeyer will trigger it into play. Bishop Garrigan will go to the Pine for the first time tonight. Carly Nielsen into the ballgame, as is Ava Roffler. Zoe Montag and Madeline Tigas go to the bench with 4:32 on the clock in quarter number 1. Ball gets inbounded to Reverts. The 9.6 point per game score. Gives it off to Niemeyer. Now in the lane to Gunderson. Gunderson to Reverts. Lost control of the dribble. And Bartola able to scoop that ball off the deck and find Roffler. Golden Bears want to run as Roffler drifts out to the far side of the court. HLP got back very well on defense that time. Bartola across the foul line towards the left. Lobs it for Olish. The Garrigan Jr. delivers to Roffler on the right side. Rotates short corner to Nielsen in the right. Now back up top to Bartolo. She'll arc it up for a 3-point ball. And she airballed it out of bounds. That one will go right back to Harris Lake Park. That is one of those trademark postseason shots by Emmy Bartolo. She loves to let those momentum-changing threes fly in the postseason. Couldn't find the mark on that one as Bartolo, full court pressing, knocks that ball out of bounds that was intended for Ray. If you're Harris Lake Park, you have to attack the passes. Ray was flat-footed that time, and Bartolo's the one jumping in front of it. If you're receiving a pass, you've got to be moving towards the basketball because otherwise Garrigan is going to jump passes all night long. Gunderson catches just inside of half court. Gunderson to Gunderson, as it's Gracie Gunderson getting pestered and having the ball stolen. Here comes Olish the other direction, left side, steps right back, Gunderson, and spun it up and in. Lily Gunderson set up to take the charge, and Olish, with great agility, got right around her. 11-8 Bishop Garrigan. Gunderson into the forecourt. Lily Gunderson gets the screen by Gracie Gunderson, gives the ball to Gracie, but Roffler knocked it right back to Lily, and then a foul by Roffler. She ended up losing balance and going into the body of Lily Gunderson to pick up her first personal foul. That's foul number 4 against Bishop Garrigan. Next one will put Harris Lake Park in the bonus. Into the ballgame, Cora Niemeyer, the 5'11 sophomore. If there was a 6th man of the year in the War Eagle Conference, it might be Niemeyer. She's averaging 9.4 points per game and 6 rebounds per game off the bench, adding that 5'11 frame. Gunderson catches the inbounds pass and gives it off. Tried to give it off to Niemeyer, but Olish was fronting her. Then Niemeyer eventually gets the ball in the right wing, works in the lane. Now underneath, reverts a shot, got ejected by Eastman, ball tapped out of bounds, and it's off of Harris Lake Park. Bishop Garrigan will get it back. Already a couple of early blocks inside by Eastman, who picked up her 12th double-double of the season in that win over GTRA that Bishop Garrigan had in the previous round. She gave a lot of trouble to the Titans with that interior defense and scoring as Roffler has it left side corner. As Harris Lake Park's brought a student section here. Roffler down in front of that. Out to the right wing to Olish. Catch and shoot 3. Missed it right. Rebound, though, for Nielsen as she raced after it. Bishop Garrigan all over the offensive glass throughout the season. 13 offensive boards as the ball got deflected into the backcourt. It was deflected, so no over and back as Garrigan has it. Left wing Bartolo squares for a 3, a little bit too strong. Eastman offensive board, wants to go back up it, but instead she'll kick out to Olish. Olish, another 3-point ball, that's off back iron. Gunderson taps the rebound. Olish tried to put it away, but eventually Ray comes out with it for Harris Lake Park. 11-8 Bishop Garrigan, quarter number 1. Golden Bears have scored the last 6 points. Niemeyer on the left wing, working around towards the right. Olish poked to the basketball, was able to dislodge it from Niemeyer, and Bartolo comes out with it. 2-on-1 break for the Golden Bears. Bartolo steps by Gunderson and scores it. The great agility by Emmy Bartolo, and it's 13-8 Bishop Garrigan. Coach Ray wants a timeout on the Harris Lake Park sideline. It'll be a 30-second timeout as we will keep it right here from Bishop Garrigan High School. Golden Bears right now engineering a nice run. It's a 7-0 scoring push by Bishop Garrigan. Our postseason basketball action on Hometown Radio KLGA, presented to you by your title sponsor of this broadcast, your Edward Jones Algona representatives, Bruce Keefe, Jerry Sokup, Mackenzie Jorgensen, and Brady Ross. Final game at home for the Golden Bears. They'll play the winner of St. Ansgar and Newman Catholic on Wednesday if they win. Harris Lake Park would move on to that game if they win this one here tonight to advance to the regional final. We'll try to get you a score on that one at halftime of this ball game, but in the meantime, the focus right here. It's been a great environment so far. A lot of intensity. Both teams playing really hard defensively. We see the Garrigan full court press really going after HLP early in this game, but so far the Wolves haven't done a too bad job getting across half court. Once you get the ball across half court, you can't let up yet because Garrigan is still really trying to keep the pressure on and keep the pace of this game sped up. They want to put the pressure on HLP. They have to score for them in the 60s. That's something that Coach Schwab talks a lot about. Coming across half court right now, it's Gracie Gunderson working around to the right, guarded by Eastman. Garrigan in a man-to-man defense. Into the lane. It's Niemeyer, pivots around 360, and Nielsen got her hands in there and forced a tie-up. Possession arrow, Bishop Garrigan. Montag and Tickets come back in for Bishop Garrigan. Lily Gunderson back in for Harris Lake Park as Gracie Gunderson heads to the bench. Roffler and Nielsen will depart for the Golden Bears. HLP will set up in their 1-2-2 zone. And now they're going to really bring it up towards the baseline. Tegas looking nothing open initially, but eventually Alish popped up in the corner. Right back to Tegas. Now to Bartolo, who brings up the far side of the court with 2:10 left in the first half. Right corner to Montag, feeling it for three, and left it a little short. Tegas grappling for the rebound, deflected it outside, but Gunderson controls it for Harris Lake Park. And she'll go over to Ray as Bishop Garrigan will back up. Bartolo guards Ray one-on-one in the backcourt. And Ray carried the basketball. Trying to get by a speedy Bartolo and gets called for the turnover as Bishop Garrigan will get it back with 1:56 on the clock in quarter number one. Golden Bears this season averaging 16.7 steals per game. They are always after the basketball. Number 2 steal mark in the top of Iowa West. Bartolo rotated around the perimeter left to Alish. Looks for the baseline cutting Tegas. Tegas got behind the defense but missed on the point-blank layup. Loose basketball, and there's a foul on the loose ball. This one's going to go against Zoe Montag for Bishop Garrigan. And that's foul number 5 on the Golden Bears. Bishop Garrigan loves to run that play where they bring in their power forward, in this case Tegas, from the backside and sneaker behind the defense for an easy 2, but that time just couldn't knock down that layup. And trekking down to the other end is Lily Gunderson for Harris Lake Park. Gunderson, the 5'10 junior, arcs up the free throw, but line drived it a little bit, missed it left, and the score stays 13-8 Bishop Garrigan. Basketball minutes have been scoreless for HLP as Roffler replaces Montag in the Bishop Garrigan lineup. 5 fouls this quarter by Bishop Garrigan, 1 by HLP, and that's the double-edged sword. If you want to press and play aggressively, sometimes you're going to get in foul trouble. Gunderson converts on the second one. She splits the pair, and it's 13-9, and HLP back in there, 1-2-2 press. Alish picked up her dribble, got trapped, and it's taken away by HLP. And then HLP will throw it right back away as Bartolo knocked it out of bounds. Wolves fortunate to keep that basketball. That's a thing for Alish. She was near the sideline, saw the double team coming, and sort of panicked a bit and picked up that dribble. You got to stay strong with the basketball if you're Bishop Garrigan. You can't pick up the dribble unless you know where the ball is going next. Otherwise, HLP is going to be all over you. Gunderson, top of the arc, tried to feed it into lane to reverts. Knocked away and intercepted by Bishop Garrigan. Alish runs left side, fakes to Eastman, put it up and into the right hand. That was a very subtle pass fake by Stacia Alish that time, and it made the defense respect it. That opened up that left side for Alish to get the easy 2 and make it 15-9 Garrigan. Niemeyer up ahead to Ray. Ray threads it into the lane to Niemeyer. Now it is Gunderson. Gunderson can't set it in though, left that short. And Tegas grabs the rebound for Bishop Garrigan, and then she double dribbled. Tried to switch hands there, did Tegas, but 2 hands on the basketball for the Garrigan freshman as Nielsen comes off the bench to replace Tegas. Coach Schwab getting those subs in and out rapidly early in this ball game. Gracie Gunderson back in it. She'll replace Peyton Reverts for Harris Lake Park. Gunderson and Reverts, the top 2 scorers on this HLP team. Here is an elbow jumper. That's off back iron as Gunderson can't knock it down. Fight for the rebound, and Nielsen comes out of the scrum of the basketball, and then getting overzealous that time was Kendall Niemeyer to bump into Nielsen and pick up HLP's second foul of the quarter. 15-9 Bishop Garrigan right now as Nielsen will inbound. Bartolo will get it in the backcourt. HLP laying a little bit further back on the press this time in their 1-2-2. Bartolo to Nielsen, Garrigan across the press. Eastman outside to Alish, works away into the paint, finds Eastman underneath, gets low, then rises up, puts the shot up, and it bounces in. The friendly hometown rubber rim for Graceland Eastman, and it's 17-9 Golden Bears. Gunderson gets the pass in the forecourt. Gunderson takes it in, tries to get into the lane, pass knocked away again. Great hands by this Golden Bear defense so far today as Bartolo races the other direction. The Garrigan Jr. weaves into the forecourt, deals left side to Alish. Alish will take a couple of dribbles around towards the right as there's 32 seconds remaining in quarter number 1. Delivers the ball to Roffler on the right side. Now top of the arc to Bartolo. Eastman high post. Out to Roffler. Right wing tray. And she line drives it up back iron. Ball got knocked out of bounds though as Harris Lake Park couldn't control it. A little bit of friendly fire there as Niemeyer and Gunderson both went for it. And Bishop Garrigan will have it with 21 seconds on the game clock. Shot clock now off. Bartolo looks, nothing open initially inside. She'll get it out beyond the perimeter to Nielsen, who bobbles and collects. To the foul line goes Nielsen. Out to Roffler, corner Parker to Bartolo. 16 on the clock. Cross the line, finds Eastman. Wide open underneath, and she scores. Emmy Bartolo sucked the defense in that time and found Eastman for the wide open 2. There's the reason Bartolo's number 2 in the top of Iowa West in assists. Driving in the other way, going off glass and scoring is Gracie Gunderson. And the first quarter is over. HLP gets the final buckets, but Bishop Garrigan has the lead 19-11 as we move to the second on Hometown Radio KLGA and at the Algona Radio YouTube live stream.
At Kemna Auto Center, they understand that you have no shortage of options when it comes to purchasing or servicing your car. They're your hometown dealer for new GM, Ford, and Chrysler makes and models. Plus, they also offer an extensive selection of pre-owned vehicles. Serving you with a dedicated sales and finance team, along with world-class service technicians that are passionate about keeping your ride in top shape. Visit their showrooms today for an experience you deserve. Kemna Auto Center in Algona.
Having the advantage makes all the difference. At PMC Advantage Insurance Services, we give you the advantage. We offer insurance coverage for your auto, home, farm, crop hail, commercial, life, individual or group health, and bonds and annuities. We are here to make sure you and your belongings are properly covered. We have over 50 companies offering insurance in all 50 states. Our offices are conveniently located in Algona, Burt, Corwith, Garner, Sway City, and West Bend. You can also find us at our website, pmca.agency, or call 515-295-9433. Stop by one of our offices today and see what we can do for you. PMC Advantage Insurance Services, a Pharmacist Mutual Insurance Company.
Hey Golden Bear fans, this is Zoe Montag, and you're listening to Bishop Garrigan Basketball on KLGA.
Start of the second quarter on KLGA's postseason basketball is presented to you by Edward Jones. Harris Lake Park has the ball right now moving towards the right. Bartolo trying to dislodge it from reverts. Her pass is intercepted by Montag, and Bishop Garrigan sprinting the floor again. Montag into the lane, shoots through contact. Ball got deflected and blocked, and then HLP loses it out of bounds. Niemeyer thought she was pushed and fouled that time, but Bishop Garrigan will catch a break here and maintain possession with 7:41 on the clock in quarter number 2. Ball's inbounded in the lane to Montag. Montag thought she was fouled, didn't get it. Eastman picks a loose basketball and turns around for the nice baseline jumper. Such a soft touch by Grayson Eastman from those close ranges. She has 8 points, and it's 21-11 Golden Bears. Niemeyer looking into lane to reverts on the right block, working on Montag. Fades back for the jumper. Montag got a hand on it. Eastman grabs the basketball, and there's a foul on the play. A foul on the floor on HLP trying to get that ball back as Niemeyer was the guilty party that time. Her second personal and first team foul on the Wolves. 10-point Bishop Garrigan advantage in quarter number 2. HLP in that trademark 1-2-2 press again, laying a little further back as Bartolo gets across half court and deals to Montag. Looking to Eastman, one-on-one, but Eastman dropped the basketball out of bounds. Eastman had the mouse of the house that time at the 5'8 Peyton Reverts. If she catches that cleanly, that's an automatic 2 for Bishop Garrigan, but just couldn't squeeze that one. And HLP gets the ball back off the Garrigan turnover. Gunderson handling the rock right now, bumping with Montag, and Montag called for the block. And that is going to be foul number 3 against the Bishop Garrigan senior, who will now have to sit for likely the rest of the first half. Ava Rothler will come in and replace Montag, who has 3 personal fouls. First team foul of the Golden Bears here in quarter number 2. Gunderson inbounds the ball to Gunderson. It's Lily Gunderson who has it right now. Gives to Gracie Gunderson. Guarded by Stacia Alish. To Lily Gunderson in the right corner. Take as close as out. Forces Gunderson down to the baseline. Now back out to Gracie Gunderson. Around the arc, it's reverts. Into the lane. Lost control of the ball. Dribbled off a foot. Players dive on top of the floor. Bartolo was trying to rake that ball out, and Coach Schwab called the timeout. Bartolo got her whole body on top of it and was not going to be able to get that ball out, so Coach Schwab will call a 30-second timeout and keep it right on the Bishop Garrigan side of things as far as possession is concerned. Well, while Coach Schwab takes that timeout, we'll mention a few all-conference selections for the Golden Bears because the top of Iowa West unveiled their all-conference teams earlier this week, and 4 out of the Bishop Garrigan 5 starters landed on the all-conference list. For the second time in her career, Gracelyn Eastman was the first-team all-conference selection for the top of Iowa West. Emmy Bartolo and Stacia Alish earned second-team all-conference, and Zoe Montag was conference honorable mention. So 2 straight years for the Golden Bears, having 4 of their 5 starters named all-conference, earning a lot of respect around the top of Iowa West, and certainly earning it their play this year. Their 20th win of the season came against GTRA in the opening round of the postseason, and looking for number 21 tonight against HLP. Golden Bears up right now 21-11. 6:51 remaining in the second quarter. As Golden Bears will have possession coming out of the Coach Schwab timeout. Tigas will be the inbounder. Gets it in the corner to Bartolo. Here comes the trap. She'll lob it right back to Tigas. And gets it up to Alish. Golden Bears getting so much better at breaking the full court press. Alish nearly had the over and back that time, but they'll say she was in the backcourt, so it wasn't an over and back. She never got into the forecourt. Bounce pass to Roffler right side. Now right back to Alish. Alish, the 12.6 point per game score for Garrigan. Gets it over to Bartolo on the left wing with 14 on the shot clock. Back to the right to Alish. Three-pointer on the way. Alish cashes it in. 24-11. Alish's money from downtown. Over 36.5% on three-point shots this year. Number 3 in the top of Iowa West in percentage. And it's 24-11 Golden Bears. Gunderson gets the bounce pass off to Niemeyer. To Gracie Gunderson, takes it down the lane, floats it over Eastman, way too strong off glass, and rebound pops into the hands of Ava Roffler. Roffler gets the ball to Alish left side, looking in the lane to Tigas, makes a contested catch over a couple of defenders, now out to Bartolo on the wing. Flings it near side to Alish. With 22 on the shot clock, Alish with a few dribbles towards the right side, stomps to the top of the arc, and gets it to Bartolo on the wing. Right back to Alish in between the circles. To Tigas in the high post. HLP can't knock it away. Tigas skating down the lane and drawing the foul. It'll be 2 more free throws by Tigas, who just moves smoothly through that lane, gliding to the bucket. Madeline Tigas this year, 58.6% from the foul line, averaging 7.8 points for the Golden Bears as Reverts picks up her second personal foul. HLP is really trying to stop Bishop Garrigan from getting touches in the high post, whether it's Tigas or Eastman there. They're sending all kinds of bodies to that area and really trying to clog it up, but Garrigan is so fine at that passing game. They really do a good job of just dropping the ball in the bucket to whoever's there and letting the offense run through that high post area. Tigas misses the first foul shot, misses the second one too. Roffler tips the rebound right to Tigas though, takes it straight down Main Street, swatted by Gunderson, but right there's Alish to pick up the basketball. Alish steps back, free on the way, she sticks it! Seisha Alish again from downtown, and it's 27-11 Golden Bears. Bishop Garrigan really starting to open it up here. With great shooting as Ray had the pass go off her fingertips, but got it back before it went out of bounds. Returns the ball to Gracie Gunderson. Bounce pass to Reverts on the right wing. Make that to Niemeyer on the right wing. Feeds Gunderson. Bullying in against Roffler. Pass left block to Lily Gunderson, and that ball will settle into the cup. A 2 there for Lily Gunderson off the nice pass, and that'll make it 27-13. Bishop Garrigan has the advantage right now against HLP, who finished number 2 this year in the War Eagle Conference, behind only undefeated Hinton, as Bartolo pulls for a deep tray. She swished it! Emmy Bartolo rips the cord on a three-point ball. 30-13 Golden Bears, and that three-point barrage really getting going here in the second quarter from Bishop Garrigan High School. Golden Bears top 5 in Class 1A in three-point shooting percentage. Into Gunderson, physical play with Eastman. Eastman knocks it away. Alish and Gunderson go crashing to the ground, and Alish touched it last as the ball went out of bounds. It is a war for every loose basketball tonight, ladies and gents. Floor burns, 50-50 balls, players diving after it, tie-ups. This is the intensity, certainly befitting of a playoff game. Class 1A Region 4 semifinal. Gunderson, right elbow, J off inbounds. Missed it right. Eastman rips down the rebound. 30-13 Bishop Garrigan. Out loud down to Hoagland. Hoagland cherry picking behind the defense. Too strong on the layup. Gunderson rebound for HLP. Lily Gunderson gives up to Gracie Gunderson with 4:23 left in the quarter. Gunderson pirouettes around towards the right. Bounces it out to Niemeyer. Works towards the baseline, bullying it against Roffler. Roffler forced her all the way down to the baseline, and Niemeyer stepped out. How about that? The 5'5" Ava Roffler against the 5'11" Corey Niemeyer, and Roffler held their ground and was able to play physically. Both of these teams understand that the referees are going to let these two squads play here tonight. You can get away with a little physical contact in this one. Full timeout called by Coach Ray in Harris Lake Park. We'll take it as well. Bishop Garrigan on top right now, 30-13 on Hometown Radio and at the Elgato Radio YouTube stream.
Sports Club members bringing you this game.
Iowa Lakes Community College, your community, your college.
Purpling Excavating, they dig dirt.
Trend Salon, your complete family hair salon. It's all about you.
Lusher Family Dentistry, serving your family since 1965 on Call Street in Algona.
Oakcrest Funeral Services, celebrating a life lived.
J&J Custom Meats, located in Whittemore.
Dump It, commercial and residential garbage service.
Greg Penning and Company, certified public accountants where everyone counts.
All bringing you this postseason action. It's the final countdown to North Iowa Appliance Center's anniversary sale. For 47 years, North Iowa Appliance Center has been your local go-to appliance center for expert advice and incredible service. They're celebrating by offering you in-store specials on the brands they know and trust. They even dug deep and found some savings on select appliances you won't believe. Find anniversary pricing on select Maytag, KitchenAid, Whirlpool, and Amana appliances from North Iowa Appliance Center, Highway 18 East in Algona, where they sell the best and service the rest.
Hey Golden Bear fans, this is Seisha Alish. You're listening to Bishop Garrigan Basketball on KLGA.
A great environment so far for Bishop Garrigan High School, and the Golden Bears really starting to assert their will with the three-point ball and excellent defense. Bishop Garrigan up 30-13 in this postseason matchup presented by Edward Jones. Roffler slings it across right side of Bartolo on the wing. She's feeling it for free, and it's a little bit too strong. Rebound is batted around, volleyball in the lane, and then catching it and getting tripped up is Niemeyer. She goes stumbling down. Ball is out of bounds with 3:57 on the clock, and Bishop Garrigan will get it back. Niemeyer dribbled out of the pack that time and blew a tire as the Golden Bears will bring Seisha Alish back off the bench after a brief respite. Ava Roffler will go back to the Pine after playing some excellent defense in this first part of the ball game. Alish currently the leading scorer for the Golden Bears with 12 points. Nielsen initiates the inbounds play into Bartolo. Taking a couple dribbles off the hardwood. Now down into the short corner to Nielsen with 3:50 left in the first half. Back out to Bartolo. Rotates left to Alish. Gives it right back to Bartolo. One step left of center. Back to Alish down to our left. Alish to Eastman in the high post. Now down into the short corner to Nielsen again. Right back to Eastman under the bucket. Can't get that one to drop. Tough angle there for Eastman, but got her on his back and got outside to Hoagland. Rotates the Bartolo, lets it fly, but missed it right. Alish parachutes in for the rebound, knocked it down to the floor, and Nielsen able to shovel it back out to Alish as Bishop Garrigan controls the offensive glass once again. Hoagland right side. Hoagland, the three. Off back iron, won't go. Rebound batted around again. Players go crashing to the ground, and then finally a foul. It is a bloodbath underneath there, folks, and that foul picked up. Kendall Niemeyer get called for a third personal foul, and that'll be the third foul against HLP this quarter as well. Once again, I'll reiterate the point. The officials are letting them play on both sides here tonight. Bartolo looking in, finds Eastman. Eastman works towards the right, falls down, can't sell the foul that time, and the rebound controlled by Niemeyer for HLP. Gunderson in the forecourt. Gunderson sprinting in right side. Gunderson into the body of Nielsen, and she'll draw the foul. Looked like Nielsen gave up a little bit of ground that time, as it'll be two free throws here for Gracie Gunderson, who's just under 56% from the charity stripe this season. Well, we've talked about the pace of Bishop Garrigan, but HLP, they're really trying to hustle the ball up and down the court as well and try to get down there before Bishop Garrigan gets set up defensively as that free throw rims out, and the score still 30-13 Bishop Garrigan. Well, you heard Coach Ray talk in the pregame about all the close games HLP has played in this year. They are 8-1 in games decided by single digits. As Coach Ray made an awesome comment saying, this season has aged me. I thought that was hilarious in the pregame, but it's been a fun year for HLP, and now they've got to try to battle back in here in a hostile road environment against Bishop Garrigan, down 30-13. Hoagland hooks the pass to Eastman, finds Alish on the right side. She'll catch, she'll shoot, she'll cash in another three-point ball. That might as well be a layup for Seisha Alish. She has 15 points tonight, and she is locked in right now, folks. The great postseason continues for Alish as Gunderson weaves past white jerseys, takes it down Main Street, floats in the lane, wild off glass, no. Eastman has the outlet. Bartolo well behind the defense, and she'll set it in. 35-13 Golden Bears. The team speed of Bishop Garrigan playing a factor tonight. Ray inbounds to Reverts, now gives right back to Ray as Garrigan is chasing her around in the backcourt. Gunderson in a double team flings it out to Ray, and Ray breaks across half court. Delivers to Reverts. Reverts took a couple steps, and she traveled with the basketball. She got excited that time because she had open lanes in the basket, but saw Garrigan coming to close out on her in defense. Wanted to rush that shot up, but took those couple of steps, and a turnover by HLP. Ball inbound to Seisha Alish for Bishop Garrigan. Now over to the right to Montag. Back to Nielsen in the middle of the court. Quickly up ahead to Alish. Alish gets inside of half court. HLP wants to trap her, but she'll pass it to East, make that Nielsen. Nielsen tries to find Hoagland in the corner, but the pass goes right through her hands and out of bounds for a Bishop Garrigan turnover. Golden Bears are so well positioned to break this press of Harris Lake Park. Players know exactly what they're supposed to be, very assignment sound for this Golden Bear team, as they've had plenty of practice time against that 1-2-2 zone. Ray walks the ball across half court and delivers to Gunderson left wing. Up top to Gracie Gunderson, guarded by Hoagland. Gives it off to Niemeyer, the 5'11 sophomore. Finds Ray now into the lane. It is Reverts Top of the arc to Niemeyer. Sidesteps. She'll uncork the three. Almost banked that one in. Offensive board Gunderson. Gunderson put back blocked. For an opportunity for Reverts, who ran into her own player. Not allowed Tickets to get in there and force a tie-up. Reverts might have been able to go back up with that one, but ran into Gunderson that time as she pivoted, and Tickets was able to get her hands in there to force the tie-up. Addison Ferris checks into the ball game. The 5'5 freshman for Bishop Garrigan replaces Alyssa Hoagland. Montag on the floor right now, playing with 3 fouls for the Golden Bears. Olish walks up the near side of the court, slings it over to the right to Montag. Montag gives up a little ground, then accelerates forward as she deals to Olish left corner. Olish, another three. Finally missed one. Offensive board Tegas. Tegas putback is good. Madeline Tegas wipes the glass, and it's 37-13 Golden Bears. Well, Bishop Garrigan may not have the size advantage here tonight, but they are more than holding their own on offensive glass, which is nothing new. Golden Bears have offensive rebounded over 40% of their missed shots on the season as Gunderson spins around towards the right, gives off to Ray. Now Lily Gunderson. Bounce pass to Gracie Gunderson. Lost control of it, but dove back on top of it. Throws it off the chest of Ferris into the hands of Lily Gunderson, and she fell to the ground and traveled for an HLP turnover. Eastman and Bartolo return to the game after a brief stay on the bench. They will come get Ferris, as well as Nielsen. As 59 seconds remain in the first half. 37-13 Golden Bears. Bartolo flings it near side to Olish. Went back a step to catch it, brings the ball to the middle of the court and breaks across the half-court line. Sidearm pass to Bartolo, intercepted by Ray. Ray jumps it, runs the floor, too strong off glass. The followed by Gunderson settles into the cup. 37-15 now as good job running the floor that time, not assuming that Ray was going to get the bucket. Good hustle play by Gracie Gunderson. Bartolo no look pass, corner Parker to Montag with 33 seconds left in the quarter, 25 on the shot clock. Bartolo returns the ball to Montag. Back to the top to Bartolo. Rotates to Olish, squeezes the trigger on a three, and can't rainbow that one in. Eastman batted the rebounders to try to keep it alive, but knocked it out of bounds, and Harris Lake Park will have it back with 21.4 seconds remaining in half number one. So Wolves can try to work for the final shot here, as this second quarter has been all Bishop Garrigan. An 18-4 scoring edge in this period. Ray gives the ball to Gunderson at 14 seconds left. Garrigan raking at it. Easton the poke away, and Bartolo picks it up. Runs the floor, gets the bucket. Layup good. You've got to be alert at all times offensively as Garrigan's defense goes for those steals. Ray to half court. Passes right to Gunderson. Gunderson heaves at the horn, and it's well short, and the first half is over. Bishop Garrigan in command right now in this Class 1A Region 4 semifinal presented by Edward Jones. Bishop Garrigan 39, Harris Lake Park 15 on KLGA 92.7 and at the Algona Radio YouTube live stream.
More Sports Club members bringing you this broadcast.
Tangle Salon for all your cuts, colors, and hair extensions and massage therapy needs.
Grassmasters, growing satisfied customers.
Chemco Tires, your Goodyear dealer in Algona.
Tom Eischen Sales, your store in the country, your local Toro and Steel dealer.
Central Financial Group, where you belong.
Algona Plumbing and Heating, where a good flush always beats a full house.
Neil Albert Electric, flip the switch to Albert Electric.
Helmer's Insurance Agency, stop by for an insurance quote today.
All bringing you this postseason action.
They grow up so fast, and soon enough, they're off to college. But as time goes by, the cost of college continues to rise. You know that college is important, but that expenses may seem out of reach. We can help. I'm Edward Jones, financial advisor, Mackenzie Jorgensen. Let's work together on strategies to help you tackle growing college expenses. Call us at 515-395-4021 to schedule an appointment. Together with Bruce Keith, Jerry Sokup, and Brady Ross, we are your local Edward Jones financial advisors. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
Where you bank matters. Hi, I'm Sherry Bacon at Security State Bank, and we're relationship bankers. We get to know our customers and understand their financial needs. We're locally owned and operated, which means family, community, and service always comes first. So come to Security State Bank. We'll treat you like family. Security State Bank in Algona, Burt, and Laverne. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Security State Bank.
More Sports Club members bringing you this broadcast.
Erpelding Boyd & Company CPAs, they're not just about taxes.
Bill's Auto and Truck Repair. Service is the difference.
Glenn's Green Thumb, your vision, our green thumb.
Strowman Dental, giving you something to smile about.
Elgona Frame and Auto Body, we meet by accident.
Countryside Barbecue Sauce with 2 sauces for all seasons.
Elgona Livestock Auction, sales every Monday.
American Glass, for all your glass needs, think American.
Sportsman's Corner, your power sports headquarters.
All bringing you this tournament action.
If you're near retirement or thinking about retiring, you probably have questions. How do you make your savings last? How much do you take out and when? You're ready for retirement, but are your finances? Your Edward Jones financial advisor, Bruce Keith, can help you build a strategy to help make sure your finances keep up with your long-term needs. You've done what it takes to get there. Now it's time to get the most out of retirement. Call me at 515-295-5173 or Jerry Sokup, Mackenzie Jorgensen, and Brady Ross. Together, we are your local Edward Jones financial advisors. Edward Jones, members SIPC.
A big bank can deliver the products you need and the convenience you expect. A small bank can make you feel like family. At Fidelity Bank and Trust, we don't think you should have to choose. Your hometown bankers have roots here. We understand the community and why you want to live here, because we live here too. We're big enough to deliver, yet small enough to care. Fidelity Bank and Trust, your hometown bank. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Your hometown Fidelity Bank and Trust, located in Bancroft, Iowa.
That's it for the first half of postseason basketball, presented by your Algona Edward Jones representatives, Bruce Keith, Jerry Sokup, Mackenzie Jorgensen, and Brady Ross. Now to break down the first half, here's Tyler Lance.
First half basketball action in the books from Bishop Garrigan High School in this final home game for the Golden Bears. Bishop Garrigan on top right now, 39-15 over Harris Lake Park in the Class 1A Region 4 semifinal round, as the winner in this one moves on to face the winner of St. Ansgar and Newman Catholic coming up on Wednesday night. Well, so far in this game, a lot of different trends are emerging, and we'll break them all down here in a second. But first, I also wanted to give a shout out to our video streaming sponsors here presenting the Algona Radio YouTube stream all throughout the season. Those sponsors include PMC Advantage Insurance Services, where having the advantage makes all the difference. Iowa State Bank, helping people succeed. Algona Frame and Auto Body, we meet by accident. Chem the Auto Center, where it's not just about the car, it's about the care. And Algona Municipal Utilities, community owned for community benefit. The score at halftime right now, Bishop Garrigan 39 and Harris Lake Park 15. HLP got off to a very good start in this one, but Bishop Garrigan roared back in the second part of the first quarter and then totally controlled the second. Golden Bears had a 19-11 lead after one and then outscored HLP 20-4 in quarter number 2. Scoring-wise for Bishop Garrigan, Stacia Allish leading the way at 15 points. Emmy Bartolo has 9, Graceland Eastman with 8, Madeline Tegas with 4, and Zoe Montag with 3. For the Harris Lake Park Wolves, they have 4 points by Gracie Gunderson, 3 by Peyton Reverts, 3 by Sydney Ray, 3 by Lily Gunderson, and 3 by Kendall Niemeyer so far in this one. Well, like we said, a lot of trends emerging so far in this ball game, and the first one is chaos. Coach Schwab talked about wanting a fast-paced game in his pregame interview, and he has certainly delivered that so far tonight. The Garrigan press is relentless. The Garrigan ability to crash the offensive glass is relentless, and they are really just keeping Harris Lake Park sped up in this ball game. A lot of times when an experienced team like Bishop Garrigan is playing an inexperienced team like Harris Lake Park, an HLP team that maybe hasn't been on the stage in the past, usually a more chaotic game is going to end up favoring the experienced team because they know how to get through the chaos and they know how to create the chaos as well. Harris Lake Park right now is kind of struggling with the chaos that Bishop Garrigan is creating with the pressure they are putting on the basketball right now. And like we said, it's an inexperienced HLP team. They really only have one senior in the rotation. After that, it's a lot of sophomores and maybe a couple of juniors. So this is really a new stage for all of the Harris Lake Park Wolves going up against a team they hadn't seen yet this season with the Bishop Garrigan Golden Bears. Meanwhile, though, the Golden Bears are doing a lot right offensively. The three-point shot making has been outstanding tonight. The Golden Bears finally cooled off in the final 2 minutes of the first half, but up to that point, they were really raining down the three-point shots. Stacia Allish was unconscious there for a couple of minutes, as evidenced by the 15 points she has scored so far tonight, but her and Emmy Bartolo are splashing three-point balls left and right, and when that's going on and you can combine that with the interior play of Graceland Eastman, that really gives Bishop Garrigan a well-balanced offensive attack that's going to be tough for any team to stop on a given night. Bishop Garrigan, they also are really doing a lot of things right as far as hustle plays are concerned. like I mentioned earlier, this game has been a physical war underneath, fights for the rebound, and that's a credit to both these teams. But Bishop Garrigan will say this, you come into this game, you're the favorite, you're the number 4 ranked team in the state, and playing on your home hardwood against a more inexperienced HLP team that has the Cinderella story going. But Golden Bears are playing like an underdog right now for the way they hustle. They're not assuming that they're going to get to every loose ball. They're hustling and making it happen. They're not assuming anything. They're running around the court. They're pressing the pace. They're fighting for those 50-50 balls, and that is why you get to a 20-3 record. You don't get there by being complacent, and the Golden Bears have certainly done that here tonight. Like I said, you wouldn't know which team was the underdog, which team was the favorite by the hustle here tonight. Both of these teams laying it all on the hardwood in this one. And the final thing I'll say, too, Harris Lake Park, when they get across that Garrigan half-court press, they're still struggling in the half-court offense to hang on to the basketball. This is a lot of times teams that are maybe a little more inexperienced do struggle with this when going up against a full-court press. Is once you get across that press, you stay sped up in the half-court offense. It's one where once you get across half-court, you've got to find a way to take a breath a little bit and get into your half-court offense, run a few sets, do a few plays that have proven that work. But Harris Lake Park, they're really just staying sped up once they get across half-court, and that has resulted in a lot of turnovers here against Bishop Garrigan. So Golden Bears on top of the first half, 39-15, as we're about 3 minutes away from the start of the second half. I think key for half number 2 is keep the foot on the gas pedal through Bishop Garrigan, really extend this lead and force Harris Lake Park to have to score 60+ to get back into it. For HLP, I think they're going to have to generate a few free-point shots. They shot that free-point ball really well early in the ball game, but if you can generate some free-point shots early in the shot clock before the Garrigan defense really gets on top of you, that may be the ticket back into this one. So with that, we'll step aside. Second half of basketball action presented by Edward Jones is coming up after these messages on KLGA and the Algona Radio YouTube stream.
At Wiffles Hybrids, they're completely focused on developing and producing the very best seed corn on the planet. It's an act they've been polishing for more than 70 years, right here in the heart of the Corn Belt. Wiffles Hybrid, one thing done right. For more information, contact Rich Rosenmeyer, Dale Lappy, or Mitchell Carroll at JDR Seed of Wesley, 515-341-2452, or visit wiffles.com.
More Sports Club members bringing you tournament action.
Farm and Home Services. Check their listings at farmhomeservices.com.
Styles Salon, your salon in Algona. Create yourself.
Holmes Animal Clinic, caring for your pets, big and small. They love them all.
Daylight Donuts, open early, serving freshly made donuts, rolls, and coffee.
TAFE Wellness Center, Algona and Armstrong, keeping athletes in the game with chiropractic care.
Billy Offerman, your Algona State Farm insurance agents.
All bringing you this postseason action.
Signworks Inc. has solutions for your signage needs as well as vehicle graphics in all sizes. From a logo on the window to wrapping your entire vehicle, whether it's a banner, magnetic, or building signage, Signworks Inc. strives to provide fast, friendly service. They also are a source for custom screen printing on garments. If they can't provide you with what you need, they will direct you to who can. They are your local resource for signage and screen printing using your ideas and their creativity. Signworks Inc., 1613 East Locust Street, Algona, 295-9544, or email info@signworksinc.com. More Sports Boosters bringing you tournament broadcasts.
The Water Connection, from softeners to bottled water and service, call 295-SOFT.
Dance Connection and Tumbling by Michelle. Passionate about teaching, creative about dance.
Cotton Grave Farm Management and Land Realty, trusted for farmland service since 1960.
Good Samaritan Society Algona. Senior housing and services rooted in God's love.
Schindler Lawn Care and Landscaping, 515-320-3840 or schindlerlawncare@gmail.com.
All bringing you this tournament action.
Hey Golden Bear fans, this is Grayson Eastman, and you're listening to Bishop Garrigan Basketball on KLGA.
Let's get the second half of basketball action underway from Bishop Garrigan High School as the Golden Bears are on top of the Harris Lake Park Wolves, 39-15. Winner in this one will move on to the regional final against the winner of St. Ansgar and Newman Catholic. That game, by the way, at halftime right now, Newman Catholic currently leading 24-22 over St. Ansgar. Here, though, Bishop Garrigan will try to put together a really good final 16 minutes of basketball action on their home hardwood as Harris Lake Park has the ball to start the quarter. Moving right to left to radio dial. Gunderson works the right baseline, gets stonewalled by Eastman, and Gunderson throws it out of bounds. Gunderson wanted to take that one all the way to the rack. Eastman slid right in front of her, and then nobody was home in the corner where that pass went, as it's an early turnover by Harris Lake Park. The Wolves turned it over about 15 times per game, second least in the War Eagle Conference, but the Golden Bears are piling up those forced turnovers so far tonight. Alish with the ball in her hands, puts it on the hardwood a few times. She races around, being chased by two defenders, gets it off to Bartolo. Bartolo down the lane, shovels to Eastman, now deals right to Montag. Montag rips the trigger on a three, rims out, and rebound comes down to Gracie Gunderson for Harris Lake Park. With Garrigan backing off into their half-court defense, Ray will walk it across half-court. Over to the right, Gunderson lobs it into the high post as she'll find Kendall Niemeyer, turns around to face Tigas, then turns back around and gets it outside to Gracie Gunderson. Middle of the paint, bumping inside is Reverts, taking contact of Eastman, missed the shot short, and Eastman comes out with the rebound for Bishop Garrigan. 1 minute gone here in the third quarter. Bartolo to Olish. Releases the tray, rims out, fight for the rebound. Gunderson rips it out of Montag's hands, but a tie-up is called first. That was a quick tie-up, and that one will favor Bishop Garrigan as the possession arrow is towards the Golden Bears. Bartolo from the baseline, fresh 35 for Bishop Garrigan on the shot clock. Bartolo looks, passes corner to Olish. She'll catch, she'll release, she'll convert another three-point ball. Seisha Olish, 18 points so far tonight, 42-15 Golden Bears. You've got to get out on Seisha Olish if you're Harris Lake Park and identifier. Those inbounds plays can be tough as sometimes you can sneak a three-point shooter open. Golden Bears steal it. Eastman out to Bartolo, and Bartolo scores again. That's another assist by Grayson Eastman, who's piling those up with those outlet passes, as there's a foul in the backcourt by Bartolo as she fouled Niemeyer for Harris Lake Park. First 5 points of the quarter go to Bishop Garrigan, 44-14 Golden Bears. This is a lot of what we're used to seeing from Bishop Garrigan. Golden Bears' average margin of victory this year is plus 24.7. HLP, like I said, they played a lot of close games. Even though they're 19-4, their average margin of victory is only 6 points per game this season as Bartolo knocks the pass away into the backcourt, picked back up by Ray for Harris Lake Park as she'll bounce it across to Niemeyer, but that was getting close to a 10-second call, so Coach Ray will take a timeout from the Harris Lake Park bench with 6:25 remaining here in quarter number 2. Our postseason action here on KLGA presented to you by your Algona Edward Jones representatives, Bruce Keefe, Jerry Soak, Mackenzie Jorgensen, and Brady Ross. A big thank you to them. This will be a 60-second timeout. We'll take it as well. 44-15 Bishop Garrigan on KLGA.
Postseason sports action brought to you by
Lentz Funeral Home, someone who cares and understands.
Nielsen Trucking, your project is their priority.
Murphy Farm Services, your local Generac and Cummins sales and service dealer in Algona.
State Line Cooperative, real people, real pride.
The Market, be happy, shop the Market.
Al Lobig Marine, your local Mercury Repower Center in Wesley.
Steinman Insulation and Roofing in Wesley, they have you covered.
Johnny's Bar and Grill in Wesley, all you can eat roasted chicken on Tuesday nights.
Bringing you postseason action.
Your 401k is likely one of your most important assets, but it's only one part of a comprehensive retirement strategy. Edward Jones can help you understand how your retirement assets fit into your entire retirement picture so you can work towards meeting your unique retirement goals. Contact myself, Brady Ross, at 515-295-7763. Together with Bruce Keith, Jerry Sokup, and Mackenzie Jorgensen, we are your local Edward Jones financial advisors. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
Back here from the Bishop Garrigan High School Gymnasium. First 5 points of the third quarter go to the Golden Bears, leading 44-15 right now. Harris Lake Park has the basketball. The bucket is towards the left. Kendall Niemeyer pumping as Corey Niemeyer has also entered the ball game. Kendall Niemeyer gets the pass back. It's off her leg and out of bounds. And once again, Bishop Garrigan will get control of the basketball here. Coach Ray talked about it in the pregame. He mentioned turnovers. He said it's going to be a long night if we can't take care of the basketball, and so far that has been the case. 44-15 Bishop Garrigan on what's essentially a neutral site here of this big crowd on both sides. Garrigan has silenced the HLP part of the crowd and delighted their home crowd. Bartolo on the wing. She'll shoot the three. Rims out. Fight for the rebound. Eastman scrapping for it, and that time Eastman is going to get called for a foul as Eastman was battling underneath for the 5'11 Corey Niemeyer. That'll go as Eastman's second personal foul. As HLP will inbound from the right side baseline, right in front of the territory of Gary the Bear. Bishop Garrigan will bring out the 1-2-2 press. Niemeyer works the right-handed dribble against Bartolo, jumps and passes to nobody as Olish intercepts it. Olish down the lane, deals out to Bartolo, and she'll sidestep, she'll curl around into the lane, pass to Montag underneath, batted high in the air and out of bounds by Harris Lake Park. Good job by the Wolves getting in scramble mode on defensively and identifying players and getting back, so Bishop Garrigan wouldn't get an easy 2 that time. At least stop the action here to force an inbounds play so they can get better set up on defense. Corner to Tigas. Bobbles with the ball a couple of times and gives to Montag. Into the corner to Bartolo. She'll sidestep. Now gives it off to Montag. Takes down the lane. Montag passes right to Ray as she intercepts it for Harris Lake Park. Ray will jog it across half court as Bishop Garrigan more than content to get back in the half court defense. Corner 3 Niemeyer. Niemeyer finds the bottom of the net. First field goal of the second half for Harris Lake Park as Kendall Niemeyer has 5 points tonight. 44-18 Golden Bears. Bartolo pivots around. She's in a trap and she's calling off a timeout. Bartolo got a double team thrown over Harris Lake Park, and then no one really close to help her out. So Bartolo knew it was coming, knew it was going to be either a 5-second call on her or a 10-second call if she couldn't get across half court. Takes the 30-second timeout, and Bishop Garrigan will hang on to the possession here late in the third quarter. Again, winner in this one will play Wednesday against the winner of St. Ansgar Newman Catholic. As we mentioned, Newman up by 2 at halftime in that one. Golden Bears right now up 44-18. Great postseason atmosphere here tonight from Bishop Garrigan High School, and you'd expect nothing less. Had a big crowd for that GTRA game on Bishop Garrigan's first matchup of the postseason, and then even bigger crowd here tonight. Impressive showing here by the Harris Lake Park fans. And they brought a Spirit bus out to this one. They've got a pretty full student section, and that's about an hour-and-a-half trip, and they have packed this side of the gymnasium to cheer on their Wolves. A Wolf team currently enjoying a program record 19-4, most wins in a single season by this HLP girls program, and their first winning season since the 2015-2016 campaign when they went 12-10. Nielsen in the short corner down to the right, delivers to Montag, cross-court feed to Olish. Olish, three-point ball, count it! Seisha Olish again! What more can you say? 21-18. She is in an otherworldly zone tonight, and she knocks the pass away in the backcourt, but there's some body contact there as well. Olish called for the foul, her second personal. 47-18 Golden Bears as Olish hits again, and the free balls just continue to rain down from the corner. From the wing, from everywhere. Seisha Olish can shoot it anywhere, folks. And she has some blood on her hand right now, so she's going to check out as Rothler will come in, and Garrigan will try to get that hand cleaned up for Olish. But much deserved break in the meantime. Niemeyer gets it out top to Ray. Over to the right to Gunderson, now back to left to Niemeyer. Squares up, lets it fly, almost banked in the three. Harris Lake Park had a banked three earlier, but the offensive rebound collected by Reverts. Out to Niemeyer. Niemeyer looks right to Gunderson. It's off her hands, but she collects it in the corner before it goes out of bounds. Into the lane, Reverts, works left, deals out to Niemeyer. Niemeyer on the wing against Montag, takes in the lane, floats over Nielsen. Nielsen ejected that shot, and here comes Eastman. Out to Bartolo, under the bucket, and too deep to shoot it. Finds the trailing Nielsen. Nielsen floats off glass, counted in the foul! Chance for a three-point play by Carly Nielsen, using the bank to her advantage for her first field goal of the night. Personal foul number 3 against Peyton Reverts, and Nielsen will shoot here at the foul line. Carly Nielsen, 56% from the charity stripe so far this season. First free throw up, free throw good. 50-18 Golden Bears. Boy, that transition offense is clicking once again for the Golden Bears. They have turned it into a track meet, and that's advantage Bishop Garrigan tonight. Gunderson works around, Eastman drives in, shoots over Nielsen. Nielsen got a little elbow that time on the blocked shot, and it'll be 2 free throws here for Lily Gunderson. Well, nights like tonight really remind people how dominant Bishop Garrigan really is. And sometimes, if you get into this routine and you're watching the Golden Bears night after night and seeing them on a nightly basis, you can kind of forget just how dominant this team is, as that free throw is line drived, and it's no good for Gunderson. If you look at the past 6 seasons, including this one, Bishop Garrigan has a record of 144 wins and 14 losses. Only 6 out of those 14 losses came against Class 1A teams, and 3 of those 6 1A losses came at Wells Fargo Arena. So point being, this has been a dominant stretch of basketball, and there's not a lot of 1A teams that are on the same footing as Bishop Garrigan, regardless of records. Second free throw good for Gunderson, 50-19 right now as Eastman takes down the lane, sidestepping, getting to the rack. Missed the layup, though. Everything but the finish, as another rebound collected by Lily Gunderson. Halfway through the third quarter, 50-19 Golden Bears. Gunderson on the right side gets it out to Gunderson. Gracie Gunderson back to Lily Gunderson, now in the post to Niemeyer. Niemeyer works up and under. Nielsen did a great job staying in front as the shot is missed. And Bartolo rebound. Bartolo on the accelerator into the front court. Corner pocket to Rothler. Now right back to Bartolo. Casually dribbles towards the right as Garrigan will set something up here. Bartolo to the elbow, deals out to Hoagland. Delivers the chest pass right back to Bartolo. Back to Hoagland. Squeeze the trigger on a 3. Book it! Alyssa Hoagland to her second 3, and it's 53-19 Golden Bears. Actually, check that. That was her first 3 of the night, I beg your pardon. But Golden Bears in control. Pass goes underneath to Niemeyer. Niemeyer missed everything on the shot. Scrap for the rebound as Nielsen got undercut that time. Ball goes out of bounds, and they will say Bishop Garrigan touched it last. You maybe could have called a foul there on Niemeyer, but they'll let that one go. Kendall Niemeyer will be the inbounder here. Niemeyer to the foul line to Gunderson. Pass up the 15-footer. She'll bounce it outside towards Gracie Gunderson, who wasn't ready for the pass as it goes out of bounds. When it rains, it pours, folks, and it is an avalanche here tonight inside the Bishop Garrigan High School Gymnasium. And that has continued here in the third quarter. Just 4 points so far in the third by Harris Lake Park. The 14-4 scoring advantage right now in this quarter by Bishop Garrigan. Bartolo to Hoagland. Hogan in the double team. She'll dribble out of it and sidearm to Eastman. Now out to Bartolo. Takes it down the lane. Deals corner to Nielsen. Nielsen, the catch, the release, and the free ball rims out. Fight for the rebound underneath, and that is going to be another tie-up. Boy, what a great job there by Ava Roffler. The 5'11" Corey Niemeyer had full control of that basketball. Roffler got there about a half second after her, but got her hands in and forced the tie-up. Possession arrows towards Harris Lake Park. Scores 53-19, and you would think it's tied at 53 if the way Garrigan's hustling right now. Roffler intercepts the pass in the backcourt, but then it's picked back up by Niemeyer. Niemeyer to Niemeyer. Underneath the bucket, it's Corey Niemeyer, and she'll set it in. 53-21. As HLP gets a quick 2 there. Bartolo to Roffler, now into the high post to Eastman. Gets it out to Hoagland, that is. 3-point ball rims out, tapped around the lane, and picked up by Niemeyer on the rebound. To Gracie Gunderson. Gunderson up the right side of the court with 2:21 left in the quarter. Lily Gunderson to Gracie Gunderson. Holds it overhead, takes one dribble right and finds Lily Gunderson in the corner. Eyes the bucket, returns the ball to Gracie Gunderson. In the lane, pass squeezes through the hands of Niemeyer and picked up on the baseline by Nielsen, who almost let that one go out of bounds. Golden Bears laughing and smiling after that one. Bartolo pulls up, gives it off to Hoagland. Right back to Bartolo. Squares for a free. Bartolo left it short, and racing in for the rebound is Gracie Gunderson. Gunderson up the right side of the court. Got fouled by Roffler that time, who tried to force her to the boundary. Oh, no, they're going to call offensive foul. I beg your pardon. Kendall Niemeyer called for that one. Oof, that was one of those 50-50 plays. Could have gone either way on that one, and they'll get Niemeyer, her 4th personal, and she will check out of the ball game. Madeline Tigas back in for Bishop Garrigan. Roll call right now for the Golden Bears. It's Alish, Nielsen, Roffler, Tigas, and Hoagland. Hoagland on the right wing. Takes a few dribbles and gets it back out to Alish. Rotates it left towards Roffler. Cross-court feed to Hoagland. Down to the baseline to Nielsen. Nielsen looking inside for Tigas. That ball got deflected on the way there and stolen by Peyton Reverts for Harris Lake Park. 53-21 Golden Bears. Pass goes near side to Niemeyer. Now into the post to Gunderson. Works right around Nielsen. Nielsen stays in front. Hook shot. Bounces twice on the iron. Won't go. Scrap for the rebound again. And Bishop Garrigan possession here as Niemeyer took that one out of bounds with her.
All big sale items now $1. Get them while they're hot.
HLP continues that 1-2-2 press. They backed off a little bit on that as Alish will take it across half court. Alish works to Tigas in the left corner. Tigas wants to go downhill into lane, splits 2 defenders, and there is a blocking foul on the play on Harris Lake Park. HLP crowd screaming for a travel, but contact came first there as that travel, or that foul knocked Tigas off her course. That'll be the 4th personal foul on Peyton Reverts. So 4 on Reverts, 4 on Niemeyer. Into the corner to Alish. Alish had her pass knocked away. Roffler picked it up. Got run into that time by Gunderson, and ball is lost out of bounds by Bishop Garrigan. 1:05 left in this quarter. Golden Bears in control, 53-21. Ray gives off to Gunderson. Now to Niemeyer. Corey Niemeyer into the lane, and getting tackled underneath that time was Gunderson, as Gunderson and Nielsen got tied up. Coach Wadley would have been happy with that tackle by Nielsen, but Coach Schwab maybe a little less happy at that, as that'll send Gunderson to the free throw stripe for a couple shots. With 55 seconds remaining here in the 3rd quarter. Harris Lake Park is a team, very good free throw shooting team. Over 63.5% from the line this year as that first one goes right down the drain to make it 53-22. Gunderson converting on that. Eastman, Montag, and Bartolo all return for the Golden Bears. Roffler, Nielsen, and Hoagland will go to the bench. He's trying to find that 3rd player there coming out for the Golden Bears. Second free throw, that one good as well for Gunderson. 53-23 since the Golden Bears by 30 right now. Montag dribbling away from the press, bounces to Bartolo. Slings it up ahead to Tigas. 3-on-2 for the Golden Bears. Out to Alish. She'll catch. She'll fire. Left the 3-pointer short. Trying to chase down a miss, but Gunderson got there first. Gunderson sprinting the floor on the accelerator. Monte goes right by, and Gunderson lays it in. 53-25 right now, Golden Bears. Last few points here going to Harris Lake Park as Bartolo weaves around traffic, takes it into the lane, deals out to Alish, looks into Eastman, jumps, catches, and finishes at the bucket. What a catch by Gracelyn Eastman. She has 10 points, and it's 55-25 Golden Bears. Eastman, the number 4 scorer in the top of Iowa West in points per game, as pass gets knocked out of bounds off the hands of Gunderson, and it will go back to Bishop Garrigan. Well, Coach Ray talked in the pregame show. He said, you can't simulate the speed of Bishop Garrigan, and boy, we are seeing that here tonight. They're just having a really tough time with the way the Golden Bears fly around the court and put pressure on you. That full court press has worked excellently for Bishop Garrigan, and really the half-court defense has kept HLP in chaotic mode. Tigges cuts the bucket and draws the foul. Garrigan tried that play earlier and missed the shot. That time, they are rewarded with 2 free throws by Tigges. Allish pass from the right wing down to the cutting Tigges on the backside, and 2 free throws here for the Garrigan freshman. Second free throw by Tigges, and that one rattles into the drain. 56-25 right now. Golden Bears give Tigges 5 points in this one. Very good free throw shooter. Does a little bit of everything for the Golden Bears. Second free throw good as well. 6 points for Tigges, 57-25. 5.7 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Here's Gunderson bringing it up. Gunderson across half court. Allish forces her to the boundary. Gunderson off-balance shot. Line drive that went off the rim. That was a pretty good look for how she was fading out of bounds. Didn't really have a great angle there, but in any case, the shot is no good, and the third quarter is over. Bishop Garrigan well in control of this one. 57-25 Golden Bears on KLGA 92.7 and at the Algona Radio YouTube stream.
Is your student athlete on the injured list? This is Shane Meschke, one of the physical therapists at Kossuth Regional Health Center. Our medical team is ready to help get your athlete back in the game. KRHC offers concussion testing, therapy and rehab services, family medicine, 24-hour emergency care, x-ray services, and more. Our staff works closely with local healthcare providers and specialists throughout the area for a recovery plan that works for you. Best of luck to all our area athletes this season. We'll be cheering for you.
Postseason tournament sports brought to you by
Grand Jeanette Jewelry. Think inside the box.
Miller's Bar and Grill. Savor the flavor in every bite.
Lance and Tracy Ludwig, your Channel Seed dealer in Wesley.
Shoemaker Well and Water Care. Water for life. Purity guaranteed.
Goshi Custom Cabinets in Bancroft. Creativity that fits your space.
Triple W Livestock in Wesley. Embrace the livestock lifestyle.
Algona Feed Store. Feed for all kinds of animals.
From our homestead to yours, you'll find what you need at the Homestead Country Store.
All bringing you this broadcast.
Hey Golden Bear fans, this is Madeline Tigges. You're listening to Bishop Garrigan Basketball on KLGA.
Bishop Garrigan on a roll right now, leading Harris Lake Park 57-25, but they will travel on their first possession and turn it over. Postseason basketball on Hometown Radio KLGA, presented to you by Algona Edward Jones representatives Bruce Keefe, Jerry Sokup, Mackenzie Jorgensen, and Brady Ross. The Golden Bears hang on here in the fourth quarter. They will play the winner of Newman Catholic and St. Ansgar. Right now, Newman Catholic up 40-37 in that game, about halfway through the fourth quarter. In the lane, Gunderson deep in the post, shoots over Tigges and draws the foul. Gunderson got great interior position that time and overwhelmed Tigges as she'll shoot 2 free throws. Bishop Garrigan very familiar with both St. Ansgar and Newman Catholic. Golden Bears have matched up with the Saints a couple of times in recent seasons in the postseason. Usually in this round, actually, Bishop Garrigan has hosted St. Ansgar in a couple of these games inside the Golden Bear High School Gymnasium. They're also very familiar with Newman. They play Newman every year in the non-conference schedule during the regular season. As that free throw is up, and it is good for Gunderson. 57-26, as you can give Gunderson 9 points. Bishop Garrigan had the 18-10 scoring advantage in the third quarter to stretch that lead out. And right now trying to get it above that 35-second clock. Seisha almost leading the way of 21 points as she's had an unreal three-point shooting night. Tigges slicing into the lane, veering right, drawing the foul. More free throws here for Madeline Tigges, who is a foul magnet with the way she moves so smoothly through that painted area. And she is trekking to the free throw stripe once again. That foul, the first personal on Gracie Gunderson. But everyone's getting in on the action tonight for the Golden Bears. That free throw rims out for Tigges. And it'll be 57-26 here, still 7:32 left. One more free throw for Tigges. Second free throw on the way. That one rims out as well, and the rebound comes down to the right to Gracie Gunderson. 30 seconds into the fourth quarter. Gunderson will lob it over to the right to Reverts. Reverts dribbles across the foul line towards left. Finds Ray, now to Lily Gunderson. Back out top to Gracie Gunderson. Takes it in right side against Allish. Now into the corner to Kendall Niemeyer. Niemeyer looking for Gunderson on the block. Eastman forces her baseline, and Eastman tripped her up. Blocking foul against Grayson Eastman, who will offer the hand to help Gunderson up, and Gunderson will say, I can get it myself. As Eastman picks up her third personal foul. Second team foul on Garrigan of this quarter. 57-26 right now, Golden Bears. Niemeyer from the baseline. And pass deflected by Montag and taken away. Allish will run. Allish threads it to Bartolo. Under the bucket, and Bartolo lays it in. A beautiful assist that time by Seisha Allish. And once again, Seisha Allish and Emmy Bartolo in a fast break. That's about a 100% success rate. Maybe even a 110% success rate, because Bishop Garrigan Those two are always on the same page. They pass so well between each other, and they seem to be on the same wave, like mentally, as a foul line jumper won't go for Harris Lake Park. Eastman tracks down the rebound on the near side of the court. 59-26 Golden Bears. Montag top of the arc, playing in their final home game for the Golden Bears, and it's been a great environment here tonight. Both fan bases showing out in full force, but a lot more to cheer about for the home crowd of Garrigan. Montag on the right wing. She'll squeeze the trigger, and she'll bury the free. Ring it up for Zoe Montag. 62-26 Golden Bears. Montag's second free of the night. Ray across half court. High lob thrown out of bounds. And ball go back to Bishop Garrigan as she was trying to locate Niemeyer on the near side, who was blanketed by Tigas. That's the thing in a game like this. If you're Harris Lake Park, you can throw passes like that against a lot of teams you face in the regular season. You have to throw strong passes against Bishop Garrigan. You can't be lobbing it across the court like that, and that has really cost Harris Lake Park so far in this game. Passes that just aren't strong enough to get through this Golden Bear defense. Montag on the wing. She'll shoot again, but it's too strong. Eastman off at the board. Works the bucket with initiative. She powers it up and in. Eastman had no doubt she was going to take that one in against the smaller defender, and it's 64-26 Golden Bears. Eastman a physical mismatch on the inside for pretty much all 1A teams. Niemeyer looking to lane through the pass right to Eastman on the interception, was trying to locate Gunderson. Eastman will now run the floor. Eastman coast to coast. The Euro step. Oh, and Eastman sets it in. What a nice move by Eastman. She says, that's nothing. I do that all the time in practice, but it's always a little jarring for the opposing team when you see the 6-foot opposing big running the floor. 66-26 Golden Bears right now. It is a running clock here in Algona, Iowa. Pivoting round is Reverts. She'll locate Gunderson. Wide open on the three. Gunderson too strong. Gracie Gunderson, though, rips down the rebound and returns the ball to Ray. Ray to the elbow. Deals corner pocket to Gracie Gunderson. Arcs at the three. That ball out of the cup, and Eastman there for the rebound. Eastman's pass knocked away, though, but Tigas right there to save it as she almost got run into there by Gracie Gunderson. 40-point advantage to Bishop Garrigan. Allish calling for the ball in the left corner. Montag had to try to get that one through royal blue jerseys and threw it out of bounds as Allish couldn't reach that. Turnover, Bishop Garrigan. Golden Bears have turned it over their fair share tonight as well, but like I said, seems like a chaotic pace tonight and back and forth action to favor Bishop Garrigan, and it has. The Golden Bears have turned it over, but they've certainly made up for it with the amount of turnovers they have forced themselves in this game. Tigas, Montag, and Eastman will check out of the ball game. Hoagland, Rothler, and Nielsen in for Bishop Garrigan. As you'd figure, that'll be the last time you see those three for the Golden Bears tonight. And a timeout's going to be taken by Harris Lake Park. 4:17 left in this postseason matchup presented by Edward Jones. Bishop Garrigan well on their way to the regional final. 66-26 late in the fourth. About halfway through the fourth, that is, here on Hometown Radio KLGA and at the Algona Radio YouTube stream.
Postseason sports coverage brought to you by
West Bend Community Lumber, your local Marvin and Birch dealers.
Innovation Salon and Spa for your Aveda and massage needs.
Wine and Spirits, locally owned at 111 South Phillip Street.
Algona Manor Care Center, your home away from home with quality care.
Mansky Farm Drainage, providing top quality professional service to the area since 1969.
Fairway Meat and Grocery, everything's easier, fresher, and faster with Algona Fairway, all bringing you postseason coverage. Postseason sports coverage brought to you by
Rothler Electric. Don't be left in the dark. Call 515-295-7117 today.
Miller Construction, proud supporter of student athletes.
Emeralds, featuring your favorite steaks and seafood, a great salad bar, and more.
Miro Financial Services, agents Dave Beisch, Michael Tull, and Daniel Foth.
Feed Mill Coffee Company, Algona's locally owned coffee shop.
Lichter's Garage Opener Service and new installations, a reputation you can trust.
All bringing you this postseason action.
It is the fourth quarter at Bishop Garrigan High School as the Golden Bears on top 66-26 in this regional semifinal against Harris Lake Park. A missed three-point shot, not a foul on the loose basketball as Bishop Garrigan will have it back. Second foul on HLP of this quarter. Well, it's a running clock. Golden Bears up by 40. And this final 4 minutes will go by fast as it'll be Brooklyn Birdie and Addison Ferris checking the ball game for the Golden Bears. And Bartolo and Stacia Allish check out of this one as Allish will finish her night with 21 points. Bartolo with 13. Well, folks, no Beanie joining us tonight. He saw the temperature finally reached double digits here in Algona, Iowa, and he said, that's not cold enough. So Beanie actually moved up to the Arctic Circle, and he's setting up an igloo there right now where I'm sure it's in negatives, unlike here in Algona where we got a heat wave of double digits here today. Driving and Nielsen sidestepping, banking and scoring. Nielsen goes glass with a nice move, and it's 68-26 Golden Bears. The depth for Bishop Garrigan, excellent this season, and the reserves will get to play this one out here in the final home game for the Golden Bears. Pass is caught by Reverse faces the bucket. She put it down and she drew the foul. Reverse, nice job shooting through contact that time, spinning the face of the bucket and hitting that one flush off glass. 68-28 now as Nielsen picks that one up. Nielsen's fourth personal as he can give Reverts 5 points in this one. Trying for number 6. She's number 3 in the War Eagle in free throw percentage at 82%. And she will convert on that one. So 6 points by Reverts. 68-29 Golden Bears right now with 3:11 left in the fourth quarter. We'll try to get you an update on a Newman versus St. Ansgar game to see who the Golden Bears will play on Wednesday night in the regional final as the Golden Bears try to make their 6th straight appearance at Wells Fargo Arena, which is frankly incredible, folks. Bounce pass towards Birdie, out to Roffler. She'll arc up the 3, and it deadens off the rim, won't go. Birdie rips down the rebound and gets it outside to Hoagland. So we'll see if the Golden Bears see St. Ansgar, a familiar postseason opponent, or Newman, a familiar regular season opponent. But that will be determined here shortly. Ferris left wing tray, left it short. Ball pinballs outside, and Roffler picks it up at the foul line. Offensive board here for the Golden Bears. Into Nielsen. Nielsen trying to work through trouble. Gets it to Birdie at the foul line. 15-foot J. Rattles off the cup and the glass. Didn't go down. And coming the other way with the rebound is Harris Lake Park. Walking in across half court will be Gunderson. Gunderson lobs the high post to Niemeyer. Niemeyer taking it in. Niemeyer rising from the lane. And that ball will settle into the cup. A soft touch by Niemeyer. And it'll be 68-31. Sub coming in for the Wolves. Addison Bruggeman, the 5'10 senior, coming off the bench. As Reverts will check out of the ball game. So just 2 seniors on this Harris Lake Park roster. Kendall Niemeyer, one of the starters, and Addison Bruggeman, one of the reserves on the bench. As there's 2:10 left in this one. We'll give you an update here in the St. Ansgar versus Newman game as this ball is stolen away here by Harris Lake Park. Running the floor is Niemeyer. She'll sidestep, she'll hook the right-hander up, and she shuffles the shoes. That'll be a travel. Newman Catholic led almost the whole game, but St. Ansgar just made a shot with 20 seconds left to take a 2-point lead. Saints are up by 2 with 18 seconds left over in the other matchup in this bracket. So 18 seconds left, St. Ansgar up by 2 points, and we'll see if Newman can rally to win that one or if St. Ansgar will face Bishop Garrigan. Roffler left wing tray. Left it short off the front of the iron, and Niemeyer there for the rebound. 1:36 left. Niemeyer will work the ball up top to Gunderson. Gracie Gunderson stops her dribble as Ferris pesters her. She'll give it off to Niemeyer with 1:28 left. Gunderson tries to throw it outside, and it's thrown out of bounds. The turnovers will be an issue start to finish tonight for Harris Lake Park. Just too fast of a team, Bishop Garrigan, too much pressure on defense, and this is a very typical Golden Bear type of night here in their home gym. With 1:10 left, Roffler slings it across right side to Hoagland. Now to Ferris, top of the arc. Ferris wants to drive in. She'll feed Birdie at the foul line. Now to the right to Hoagland. Down to the final 60 seconds in this one. Lobs it over from Nielsen. Pumps from the corner. She stops in between 2 defenders. Now out top to Hoagland. Rips the trigger on the 3. Off back iron. Nielsen offensive board for Garrigan. Still fighting for all those loose balls here late in the game. Birdie to Roffler on the wing with 46 seconds left. And that'll be a foul against Harris Lake Park as the clock will continue to bleed away. Niemeyer picking that one up. Her 5th personal foul she is done for the night. Niemeyer will check out with 7 points. And that'll be it for her career. So the senior will get a standing ovation from the Harris Lake Park side of the crowd, and she'll get a teary hug from head coach Ray. This is always the tough part of sports, folks. It's a magical run, especially this year for Harris Lake Park with their program record and wins, but it always comes to an end at some point as the pass down to the baseline to Nielsen is tapped back outside to Hoagland. Shovels it back out to Nielsen at 30 seconds left. Across the right looking for Hoagland. Pass got batted away out of bounds as Bishop Garrigan will keep it with 25 seconds remaining in this one. Well, Harris Lake Park will have a lot of their talent back. 4 out of 5 starters returning next season, so they'll look to build on this one. Ferris will drive in left side. She'll bounce it to Birdie. Birdie had it stripped away with 10 seconds left, and Harris Lake Park will pick it up. Gunderson having that ball stolen right back by Roffler. Roffler will run the floor. Roffler to the bucket. She lays it up. She lays it in. And that's the end of the ball game. Final score in this one, Bishop Garrigan 70, Harris Lake Park 31. The Golden Bears assert their will on their home hardwood tonight. And what has become an annual tradition, Bishop Garrigan will play for a trip at Wells Fargo Arena. Your Golden Bears are 21-3 overall, and Harris Lake Park ends a magical season, the best season in program history, with a 19-5 overall record. We'll step aside for a timeout. We'll wrap it up after this, and And we'll also tell you who won the Newman Catholic versus St. Ansgar game. That's all coming up on Hometown Radio KLGA and at the Algona Radio YouTube stream.
More postseason sports boosters.
Farmer State Bank, a strong history, a bright future.
Algona Municipal Utilities, community-owned for community benefit.
Hormel, playing an important role in America's food supply chain.
Algona Chamber of Commerce, we put the go in Algona.
River Road Golf Club, your friends go here.
Cook's Scrap Iron and Metal, home of your new steel and welding supplies.
Prism Wealth Advisors, your roadmap to financial freedom.
Steyer Flooring, home of the Floorinator.
All bringing you postseason action.
More postseason sponsors.
Miller Sports and Service, specializing in Kawasaki and Kimco ATVs and UTVs, also offering Aluma trailers.
Northwest Bank, commitment you can bank on.
Electronic Specialties, North Iowa's communication specialist since 1961.
Murphy Realty and Management, serving Algona and the surrounding areas.
Snap-on Tools, the most valued tool storage solutions in the world.
Carroll Implement of Laverne, serving area farming communities for over 50 years.
All bringing you postseason action.
Postseason Sports, brought to you by
Advanced Interior Care, professional home and business cleaning of carpet, ceramic floors, upholstery, and window treatments.
Algona Hearing Center, better living through better hearing.
Semco International, matting by design.
Flipside in Laverne, open 7 days a week, dine in or carry out.
Capacious Brothers Incorporated, Pioneer Seed.
Advanced Drainage Systems, our reason is water.
Billy Joe's Bar and Grill, burgers and steaks cooked to perfection, along with chops, chicken, and seafood.
All bringing you postseason coverage. Postseason sports coverage brought to you by
Algona Dairy Queen. Enjoy your favorite DQ treats. They're open for this season.
Your local Red Power team in Bancroft, Corwith, West Bend, and Humboldt.
Reading Gravel and Excavating, serving Algona and the surrounding area since 1948.
Grotto of Redemption in West Bend, a miracle in stone.
Farmers Co-op of Odison and Algona, offering Kent show feeds for all your livestock projects.
All bringing you postseason coverage.
When you need cash on the go, there's no need to pay a surcharge fee with MoneyPass. Iowa State Bank is proud to be part of the MoneyPass network of surcharge-free ATMs found nationwide. Look for the green and blue MoneyPass symbol on over 32,000 ATMs across the nation. Or find an ATM near your vacation spot or travel destination at MoneyPass.com. MoneyPass, another way that Iowa State Bank helps people succeed. Member FDIC.
At Kemna Auto Center, they understand that you have no shortage of options when it comes to purchasing or servicing your car. They're your hometown dealer for new GM, Ford, and Chrysler makes and models. Plus, they also offer an extensive selection of pre-owned vehicles. Serving you with a dedicated sales and finance team, along with world-class service technicians that are passionate about keeping your ride in top shape. Visit their showrooms today for an experience you deserve. Kemna Auto Center in Algona.
As we come back to Bishop Garrigan High School, the Golden Bears are on to the regional final once again. 70-31 the final score in this one as the Golden Bears defeat Harris Lake Park with a dominant performance. Well, the Golden Bears' opponent is to be determined. St. Ansgar Newman Catholic still going on down to the final 2 seconds, so we'll let you know how that one ends when it wraps up. But in the meantime, we give a big thank you to our title sponsor of postseason basketball, Edward Jones, including your Algona representatives, Bruce Keefe, Jerry Sokup, Mackenzie Jorgensen, and Brady Ross. Looking at a few final numbers for this one, Bishop Garrigan had the 19-11 scoring advantage after one, then total domination after that. Golden Bears outscored the Wolves 20-4 in the second quarter, 18-10 in the third, and 23-6 in the fourth to win this one handily and improve their record to 21-3. Harris Lake Park falls to 19-5. Individual scoring for Bishop Garrigan, Seisha Olish had 21, Graceland Eastman had 14, Amy Bartolo with 13. It was Madeline Tigas scoring 6, Carly Nielsen of 5, Alyssa Hoagland of 3, and Ava Roffler of 2. For Harris Lake Park in this one, no players in double digits. Lily Gunderson led the way with 9, Kendall Niemeyer had 7, Peyton Reverts with 6, Gracie Gunderson of 4, Sydney Ray of 3, and Corey Niemeyer with 2. All right, here we go, folks. Newman Catholic and St. Ansgar down to the final 2 seconds. Newman inbound. Do they get the shot off? They do not. Offensive foul, game over. St. Ansgar wins 46-45. So Bishop Garrigan will play St. Ansgar coming up on Wednesday night in the regional final from Mason City High School. But I'll tell you what, folks, I was watching that St. Ansgar Newman Catholic game come down to the end. Newman Catholic was at the free throw line with 8 seconds left. St. Ansgar fouled them, and Newman had a chance to tie it. They only made 1 out of 2 free throws, but then on the next St. Ansgar inbound possession, St. Ansgar threw it away. Newman forced the tie-up. They had the possession arrow in their favor, so Newman had a chance to get one more shot off, but then on the inbounds play, it looked like their shooter pushed off and committed an offensive foul, but they missed the shot anyway, so Newman had a chance to steal that game from St. Ansgar, but they did not, so it'll be Golden Bears against Saints in the regional final on Wednesday night. But a couple final takeaways from this one here back at the Bishop Garrigan High School Gymnasium. Like we talked with Coach Schwab at the pregame, not a lot of seniors on this Garrigan team, but in spite of the lack of seniors, they are so experienced. Just one senior in this team, Zoe Montag, getting a hug in the crowd right now from some of her friends. And boy, Zoe Montag knocked down the 2 3-pointers tonight. It's always a great feeling as a senior to win your final game on your home hardwood and continue your season into the regional final. So a great congratulations to Zoe Montag. And this Golden Bear team, they experienced just one out today against Harris Lake Park. It's been a wonderful season for Harris Lake Park. It's been a record-setting season for their program, but they just haven't been in this type of spot before, and the only way that you know how to deal with it is to experience for the first time and deal with what a loss in a situation like this is like. Then you move on from that and try to build on it after that. But Bishop Garrigan just had a lot of team speed. It's pretty clear Harris Lake Park hadn't seen a team with the kind of press Bishop Garrigan had all season long. They hadn't seen a team with a Graceland Eastman all season long, and they hadn't seen a team with the kind of speed Bishop Garrigan had all across the floor all season long. Harris Lake Park just looked like they were a little shell-shocked with how fast the game was, and things never really slowed down for them tonight against the Golden Bears, which, you know what, maybe that's to be expected. Bishop Garrigan, they're an experienced team. They've been to state 5 years in a row, and a very good chance to do it a 6th time if they're able to beat St. Ansgar coming up on Wednesday night. So Golden Bears, they executed their game plan exactly the way they wanted it. Coach Schwab wanted a track meet. He got a track meet, and for the 8th time this season, Bishop Garrigan has scored at least 70 points in a game. So folks, we'll do it all again Wednesday night. What do you say? Regional final from Mason City High School, as we'll have that coverage for you on the Algona Radio YouTube stream and on KLGA 92.7 FM. Don't forget Bishop Garrigan boys basketball as well next week. We'll take on Lake Mills on Tuesday night. We'll have that on our sister station, KLGZ Home Country Radio, and also on the Algona Radio YouTube live stream. That'll wrap up our broadcast for tonight. We've got to give a big thank you to all our sports club members and postseason sponsors making this broadcast possible, as well as your Algona Edward Jones representatives, Bruce Keefe, Jerry Sokup, Mackenzie Jorgensen, and Brady Ross, the title sponsor of postseason basketball. Big thank you to Bernie Merrill running the camera for us tonight and stepping in here on this Friday evening as well. I'm Tyler Lance signing off. This has been a sports production of Hometown Radio KLGA at the Algona Radio YouTube stream. Your final score tonight, Bishop Garrigan 70 and Harris Lake Park 31.
The proceeding has been a sports production of KLGA and KLGZ. Our postseason basketball coverage is presented by your Algona Edward Jones representatives, Bruce Keith, Jerry Sokup, Mackenzie Jorgensen, and Brady Ross.